Why do I get to tell you a module is worth $10 million and then say it's really worth more? About 10 years ago, maybe a little more, there was a company that did processing online for credit cards for people selling stuff online, merchants, internet merchants. And they shut me down one day, said they were investigating me for see if I was a scam. And the fascinating thing was I lived in Dallas and that company was headquartered in Dallas. So I got in my car and I drove my happy self up there and I marched right up to their offices and I said, I'm Paul Darby and you've just shut my merchant accounts down, shut my business down and stopped the money coming to my family that I've worked hard, earned and deserve. And I'm here to remedy the situation. To make a long story a little bit shorter, they had roughly 30 to 38,000, something of that area, people processing credit cards, and I made more than all of them added up. And so this company figured I must be doing something shady. So they're going to shut me down and investigate. So what they found out was I wasn't doing anything shady. I was just doing some stuff good. And they hired me to be an internet coach. They charged $2,000 for six 30-minute sessions. In other words, $2,000 for 3 hours. I was booked solid 8 hours a day until I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm out of joy. I'm out of all that. But I developed a curriculum and training and taught so many people how to make money. Later, years later, did it on my own. And those programs I charge $3,000 for to be my coaching program. So when I tell you that I have had millions and millions in sales through my businesses and affiliates and self, millions upon millions, and that I've coached and helped a lot of people do it, and then you join this membership and it's, less than $10 a week and you get this kind of training and that it's worth $10 million to you. The only reason you wouldn't believe it is you have a fear of success or you have something going on that is keeping you from going, I just got my hands on the best thing probably I ever have. Okay, so let's do one of the top trainings that I have ever done. This is going to represent your web page. I'm going to show you how to do a splash page if you're doing one on your own, and what to look for if you are going to use like a service. And what I want to say is you've probably heard the money's in the list. I'm changing that a little to say the money is in your list. Look, you guys, I could spend hours upon hours, and instead I just want to get this down to another couple of minutes, and I want to say this. Many times people are researching or entertaining themselves online. They're not buying. And they may see something that sometimes they'd buy, but they're not going to buy it that day because they're researching or entertaining themselves. They're not in the frame of mind, or they bought so much and they're scared that nothing ever works. And now they're skeptical. And I want to go, why don't you get off the internet then? If you're not going to do anything, if you don't believe anything, if you have no belief in yourself or anything else, you just like to go through and go, oh, that's a scam, then what the heck are you doing? Go do something that isn't. Go find your life's purpose where you can be positive and excel and do excellent, glorious things and have the life's great adventures doing something else. However, I'm not in charge of what everybody else does. So what I will share with you is you got to give somebody a lot of messages. You send them emails and they roughly say, hey, you probably like me because I send you great emails about great stuff. And here's what I want to share with you today. And one of these times, this guy named Bob will not have just gotten a dental bill, a new glasses, a school clothes, a prom dress, a car needs fixed, a life goes on bill, or he won't be frustrated and he'll go, I'm not just playing, I'm looking. And I'm looking to buy something that I believe in. You better have a capture page and capture his email, because you're only going to get him to buy about 1 in 1,000 times that he comes to your site. So capture Bob's name and email, or Mary's or Samantha's, whoever it is, and send them cool emails. And one of the times that they're on your list, you send them an email and go, you know what, this is really good. That day, they have gotten a raise. They found $20 in their jeans pockets. They didn't have a big bill. Some good news came in. They're just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And they're saying, today I buy. And that's the day that you send your product to your list in an email, and you get an order or a bunch of orders. I have over 70,000 people on my list. You know what happens when I send an email? Yeah, that day I make money. I literally bought a car one day, in one day, a Jag in one day. And I told my wife the day I was going to do it. Actually, I said, I found a Jag I want to go buy. And she goes, no, we're not, you don't need to do all that. And I go, what if I can make that much money in one day? And she goes, okay. And I did a big launch. I knew I was getting ready to launch. I did a big launch, and I went and bought the car the next day with cash. That's what I want to show you how to do. Here's what goes on the top of this page. Top of the page, your amazing headline that makes people want to read more. Meaning, this headline is only to get them to look at this page. It can be about your product, sure. So you have an amazing headline. Let's say we're talking about bulldog puppies. You might say how to have the healthiest, happiest bulldog puppy in the whole world. And you might have a subheadline that's in red. It's called subheadline. You might have a subheadline that says the most important 2 things you can ever do to have a healthy, happy, beautiful bulldog. You see what I'm saying? I don't care if it's car tires, fishing poles, making money, it doesn't matter. Give me a headline that makes me want to read the page. Now give me a subheadline that narrows it down and makes it about me. I'm not here to buy coffee, I'm here to buy bicycle tires. If your site is about airplane parts, I don't want it. So go ahead and be specific, because they're not going to buy unless you have something that they're looking for or agreeable or convincible to purchase from you anyway. And if you don't have it, then why waste anybody's time? Now, you need the most important things in the world. And that is name. If you want to be super groovy, super groovy. The number 1 thing people say is email. The number 2 thing is name. Some people just put email because the more clicks you have somebody do, the more people that you will lose. But I think, you know what, let's just go crazy, because I like a whole bunch of things, which is name. Yeah, buddy. Most of my stuff, I'll get a name, email, and phone. And the reason for that is because I want a text message, and I want to be able to do email blasts and text blasts that say, hey, there's a sale, I only got 10, and if you were going to get this by email, you never get it in time. I want to make your phone ring and give cool recordings. And this is how I build my list. Now, you can do all kind of things. You can have an image. You can have a book. You can have a free report. You can put free. You can put down here, and I suggest that you do. Put down here, we're not going to spam you. Get off the list easy. Whatever you want. You can put over here some bullet points on why you should do this and all that. But you know what, bottom line? You need to have something written that makes me want to put in my name, my email at least, my name and email and phone. This, my friends, is how you build a list. Now, let me show you the next most important thing in the whole world. told you this was worth $10 million. All your advertising goes to your list building page. Yes. Not to the thing you are selling. Here's what most of you that are watching this do. You go find something new and exciting and you get traffic in some kind of way, whether it's crap or good or whatever. And you send all that traffic to the new thing and you do that a little while and then you don't make a lot of sales. So then you go find something else and you go find something else until you eventually starve to death or whatever it is that people do that don't make any money online. If you want to make money online, you send them all to that page I showed you how to do and build your list bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you send out emails that have your new latest and greatest thing in the emails and you market to your list. They're not cold because when they signed up for your list, when they signed up to your list, they said, I like how you talk and make web pages. And when they read your email and click on a link, I like your emails. So good. So that's who's on your list. Now, share something cool with them and you'll start suddenly finding stuff like, I like the stuff you have to sell. You know what I'm saying? That's who we are and what we do. And this is how you can make so much money and create a lifestyle. It isn't even funny. Now, let me share with you the service that I use. And I've listed this all over the site, and the reason for that is, it's not mine, by the way. It's what I use because I can do all this and so much more. It is crazy. Use that. Go to Google, type in free, go find free autoresponder, go find whatever you want to find. But if you're not doing this, then there's people that are making the money while you're spending the money. And that's how that works. Okay, bye-bye.